So when it comes to interviewers and interviews, like the whole process, right? So as candidates are going through that process, some of the most common mistakes that I see is that first, out of the gate, the candidate has tough time communicating kind of who they are, giving their elevator pitch to the interviewer. And so in that process, right, this is your first time to make an impression. This is your first time to show your ability to be able to communicate. And so when you're giving that intro, not only do you want to make sure that you're clear, concise, and to the point, but you want to make sure that you're telling those great points about you in that initial intro that then gives someone that intrigue to be able to say, man, I can't wait to have this discussion with them, right? One of the other mistakes that I see when it comes to interviewing is candidates do not consistently, as they're going through the process, indirectly or directly, make sure that they're positioning themselves for the job. And so as you're going through this process and you're thinking about, your skill set as it matches up to the job, how are you making sure that you're continuously focusing on points that continue to highlight you as a candidate for this role? Don't just go down the process of answering a behavioral interview question, and then giving your STAR method or whatever the method may be. But how are you making sure that the points that you're focusing on are some of those key skills and characteristics that the interviewer is looking for, so that as you give those answers, right, you can make sure that you're positioning yourself and the interviewer understand in their minds, like, this is a great candidate. This is some of the stuff that we need them to do. The last piece as it relates to, one of the most common mistakes, and I almost see this with like everyone. So this is really, really common, is that interviewees fail to control the interview. And we'll talk a little bit more about this in a couple other pieces. But when you fail to control the interview, you're at the mercy of being asked questions and the interviewer driving you down a path they want to drive you down. You have to make sure that as you're going in and you're having those discussions, as you're interviewing for roles, it's not a one-sided conversation. You have to step into this interview and take control so that you can guide this conversation in a direction that best fits you, so that you can highlight yourself as the best candidate for the role.